Welcome back. This is Vlogamator. Here we are working on this scene with a puppy who was sniffing the bone, and we already drew that. But now we're gonna have what's gonna happen here, guys, is there's gonna be a butterfly enter this scene, and the puppy is gonna look up and see the butterfly. So how do you do that in animating? Well, you draw the puppy again. Now that makes sense, right? There are two different ways to do animation. You can do frame by frame, or you can do... No, I take that back. Yeah, you can do frame by frame animation, like the old-fashioned, Disney, the original animations. At the very beginning, people just drew pictures multiple times until you could make them look like they are moving, but moving them really fast. You get the picture. I digress. But now we have programs that can speed that process up. You can add bones to it and then attach the bones to things you've drawn and then move those things you've drawn, which is something you can do. I will be using some of that here, but I'm also going to be using frame by frame. Now it'll be jumpy frame by frame. I'm not going to do a lot of frames, but because it's just going to be like a comic book style. Anyway, so I have him drawn sniffing the bone, right? And I'm using that as a reference image here to also draw him looking up. Now I drew it on paper beforehand, and I scanned that image and put it in my computer, and I changed the opacity on the scanned image layer so I can kind of see through my background, or it's in front of my background. So anyway, so I can see through it a little bit and draw on top of it. But as you can see, I am making slight changes to it, trying to make it look just a little bit better, and that happens sometimes. That's okay. So see, now you got two. I got to make made him a little bit bigger. Yeah, Control Shift T. You can transform that whole layer, make it bigger, so it matches up. So it'll look like he goes from down to up. I'll be able to switch through those layers when I get to the animating process. I'll be able to make the one disappear and then make the other one appear, and it'll look like he's moving. In fact, in this same scene, I'll have to do that again. He's going to start chasing the butterfly. And so I'll try and represent that to the best of my ability. And that's the end of my thought process. I like both kinds of animations. I do. I like doing it in Photoshop because I have a little bit more control over the creation, the art aspect, the looks of it, the look and feel of it. I can go in with a brush and do very fine details if I so desire. I also do animation in a vector-based program, and that one's called Animate Studio, where you can attach bones and move points and stuff, which is also gives you a lot more dynamic movement. Like you can do a lot more with your movement in that kind of program, and you can do a lot with the graphic, the visuals as well. But it has a different look to it, a different feel to it. And oftentimes I don't. When I have a vector-based program, which maybe I should, I don't do as much detail in the shading in the texture. But you certainly could. It just, I don't know. It doesn't look the exact same as it does here. So that's the difference between this is a raster-based program and the other one I'm talking about is a vector-based program, which does things mathematically, so it's a little bit more crisp. And that looks nice too. So whatever is your favorite, or you can go traditional style and you can just do hand-drawn animation. You can get a piece of paper, you could draw something, you can get another piece of paper and draw something else, or draw the same thing in a different, slightly different position, and switch between the two and do animation that way, just like the old-fashioned way, which that is impressive, and that takes time. Animation in general does take time. You got to be patient, which is why I'm glad that I am working on this constantly so I can get this done. I say that a lot, get this done, but it's the creative artist inside me that drives me to want to see the finished product. That is the moment of truth, the moment of holla, I just did that. you know, I created that. I don't know, it's fun. I think it's fun. Sometimes along the way it can be tedious, but you gotta remember, you gotta remind yourself what you're going for, what the final project is going to be, and you gotta look forward firmly to that very day. So, what do you think? How does this look so far? If I, yeah, it'll move. I think that'll animate quite well. I mean, it'll work. So next thing we got to do is put in the butterfly and also make him move a little bit more. And that'll be the rest of this scene. Thanks for watching.